welcome to another Polkadoodles video. In today's sped up video, I'm actually showing you this really cool technique of taking a 2mm MDF die cut sort of texture, which in this case is the beautiful chicken wire, and I've embossed it into my card, similarly to the way that you would emboss a stencil, but you have to alter your plates a little bit to accommodate for the thickness of the chipboard. But this is the fantastic result that you can get. The first time I did this on a sample you may have seen, I just did it onto smooth white cardstock, but I wondered, is there enough pressure involved to actually flatten the texture on a cardstock? And look, it works really nicely. So I used a linen texture of cardstock. So you've got the linen everywhere, and then the actual MDF is pressed into the cardstock. Now, I can only tell you the sandwich for your tonic tangerine die cutting machine, but what I used to get this 2mm MDF piece to emboss onto my 300 GSM card, I used the green plate. I used, well, technically it should be a green mat for the tangerine, but I've got a small A5 tan one. I then put the piece of cardstock on there. I then put my MDF piece over the top, and then I put the pink plate on the top of that, and that is how I got the results of embossing my MDF. But do be cautious when you're trying this out with your machine. Don't force anything through there, because one, you're probably just gonna squash your MDF piece and then not get a very good background out of it. So it's quite nice to do minimal damage to your MDF piece so that you can keep using it for different embossing techniques, and then you can use this on a 3D project or cut it into different areas and use it on your cards as well. But I thought I would show this technique as I think it's a fun one to do. And then it's really simple, the rest of this card. I was using the Garden Therapy stamp and coordinating dies. So this is from the Summer Garden collection from Polkadoodles, and I absolutely love that Nikki goes to so much detail when she's thinking about her coordinating dies, because look at this. All of those pieces in between all of the plants cut out, and it's absolutely fantastic. There is no way I would have fussy cut that, but to have a die that cuts all of that landlocked kind of detail out is absolutely brilliant, and I really love how it does that for you. It's just instantaneous and so quick to do. So if you have never thought about getting the coordinating dies to go with a stamp set, then this one in particular is fantastic because it has all of those beautiful landlocked areas that cut out of here. I have also done the butterfly as well. You also have coordinating dies for that. I've also used some of the brand new polka dots on this card as well. The colours that I had used for my Copic colouring matched really nicely with this beautiful deep blue colour of the polka dots, so I just added a few of those on. And for the sentiment, I've used another new edition from the Summer Garden collection, which is the Perfectly Perfect Sentiments, and it's another one of these sets. Nikki did one for Christmas last year. It's another one where you stamp this entire stamp in one go, use the registration marks on the four corners, and then die cut the entire thing in one go as well. So you end up with a bunch of different sentiments ready to use on projects. So not just the one you want for your project, but also a bunch left over, which you can just keep in a box like this, and then you've instantly got sentiments that are perfect for using on your projects. So absolutely brilliant, this set. But I hope you enjoyed seeing this embossed card up close like this, and also seeing the sped up version of how I created this card as well. So hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!